What's up, y'all? Want to do a quick video on how you get paid and factoring, because I didn't have any idea when I started out. I'd Google how do you get paid driving truck, and not a whole lot of information on there. So basically, when you first start out and you get your authority, you're going to have to drive for Uber Freight. And Uber Freight, they'll take your bank information, your checking account, and they'll direct deposit your pay into that account, usually within a couple days, depending on the paperwork that you submit. When you submit your paperwork to Uber, you take a picture of it and submit it, and so sometimes the quality of the picture is not that good and they don't accept it, and then you gotta resend it. And so I think the longest I ever waited for a pay from Uber was a week. Usually it's within 2 days that money's in my account. After Uber, so you're gonna have to drive for Uber. I drove for Uber for 2, almost 3 months before I got on the DAT load board. And when you get on the DAT load board, you'll call about a load, and one of the first things they ask you for is your MC number, and you'll give that to them. And a lot of them require at least 3 months of having your own authority before they'll allow you to book a load. And some are 9 months. I had one, and I forget the name of a broker. There's so many. They wanted 9 months, which I didn't have. So most are at 3. Some will take you with less, but you're going to be on the phone. You're going to make 20 calls before you find a broker that'll take you with less than 3 months on your authority. But once you start booking loads off of DAT and off the other brokers, the way you get paid is either quick pay through the broker, standard pay or regular pay, I guess, which is 30 days, 31 days to pay for most of the brokers, or you can factor that load with a factoring company. Now that's the other thing. When you first get your authority, when your MC number is new, these companies will be blowing you up, factoring companies, wanting you to go with their company, and they'll make all kinds of offers. But like I said, you really can't book a load off of DAT for a couple months, so it's best just to let them make their pitch. Keep what they have to say in mind. Most of them are at 2.5% to 3%, and they'll offer you a fuel card, which, they'll claim 20 cents to 60 cents a gallon, but then you get the card and it's not as, it's not worth the hassle really of even having it. It's been my experience. But 30 days to pay means they'll pay you directly, and they'll pay you the full amount. And I believe that check comes in the mail. I'm not sure, but most folks can't wait 30 days to get paid. So you can either, reality is it comes down to quick pay from the broker, or you get a factoring company. Now, I decided to factor my loads, and I went with Triumph Business Capital, and that's who the DAT load board recommends. And the reason being, when I called them, and I have talked to what felt like 100 factoring companies, but when I called Triumph, and I called them, they didn't call me, I called them, and they seemed really straightforward. Nice people. They explained everything to me. Didn't hide anything. You know, their rates 2 3/4. Once you factor a load through a broker through them, you have to factor all your loads from that broker through them, which is no big deal to me. And $3 charge for the automatic deposit. So these factoring companies, they'll automatically deposit your money into your checking account as well. They'll charge you $3 to do it. That's $3 per deposit. So with Triumph, you could send in 3 bills of lading at once, or PODs, proof of deliveries, and they'll factor those loads for you and pay you and charge you $3 for all 3 loads if you submit them all for invoicing at one time. But if you submit one load at a time, it's $3 a load, if that makes any sense. But I mean, $3, that's not breaking the bank. But the other reason I went with Triumph is because on the DAT load board there's a green check mark that tells you that that particular broker has the credit, or a good enough credit score. Triumph approves of that broker. So if that green check is there, you're pretty much guaranteed to get your money. And I've not had any trouble with Triumph. They turn the bills around quick. Usually within 2 days, my money's in the bank. And I decided to use the factoring company because I didn't want to give out my account information to every broker or limit myself to certain brokers that I had established QuickPay with to get paid. I really don't like the idea of a lot of people having my account information. So when you do go with a factoring company, they're going to charge you 2 3/4. Some are higher, some are 2.5. But when you do QuickPay, it's the same. They're taking 2.5%, 3%. Some take 4 to offer you that type of QuickPay. So the costs are relatively the same, but the risks seem much lower factoring with Triumph. So that's who I went with. Like I said, you do you. Whatever you feel comfortable doing. I'm kind of old school, I guess. I don't like using my card online. I don't like giving out my account information. So the fewer people that have it, the better. So the only people that have access to my business account is Uber Freight and Triumph Business Capital. So if something goes wrong, I know where to look. That's my views on factoring and how to get paid. Like I said, with Uber, getting paid's easy, no problem. Convoy will set you up a little earlier too, but their rates are no good. I haven't booked a load with them yet. Probably won't. And then for factoring, you pick who you want, shop around. I think Triumph was the best that I found, and they've treated me right so far. It's only been a couple months, but so far they've been great. No issues at all. So that's how you get paid. Not as complicated as you think, but a big question that I had. I'm like, well, how do you book your loads? Who pays you? You know, they're not handing you cash at the window, so that's how it all works. So miss it. See you.